Welcome to lesson 3. In this lesson, we will be looking at why is the role of business analysts important, or why is the business analysis function important in organizations. To effectively understand or establish why the role of business analysts is important, we will look at the factors that have resulted in failed projects. And this is according to the Chaos Report from Standish Group. There are 4 top factors that have resulted in project failures, or that were the major causes of project failures. And we will look at those top 4 factors. The first one being incomplete requirements, which accounted for 13.1% of failed projects, closely followed by lack of user involvement, which accounted for 12.4% of all failed projects. And then we have lack of resources, which accounted for 10.6% of failed projects. And then lastly, we have unrealistic expectations, which accounted for 9.9% of projects. The importance of the role of a business analyst can be clearly seen in this particular statistics, primarily because incomplete requirements, lack of user involvement, and unrealistic expectations are problems that are being solved by having a business analyst on the project. And we will look at how these problems are solved on the next slide. So firstly, business analysts bridge the gap between the business and the development team. So that is one of the most important functions of a business analyst on a project. Now, how do they do this? They do this through understanding the needs of the business. So they spend some time with business users, with business stakeholders to understand their needs, their requirements, what exactly they want to achieve as part of a particular initiative or project. Next, they break down complex information into consumable chunks. So part of the BA role is to understand the big picture and translate that big picture into smaller consumable chunks. Also, they ensure effective communication between teams. So the role of a BA is to make sure is more of a mediator between teams. So to make sure that different stakeholders understand what the key information is, or different stakeholders have a clear understanding of what the needs are and how the solution will meet the needs, etc. Another very key role that a BA plays on a project is to support the project with any other task that is required. For example, on projects, and again, this depends on the size of the project. It depends on how much resourcing, how much funds are available on the project. The BA plays a key role in activities such as UAT planning. And UAT means user acceptance testing. So UAT planning and execution, conducting feasibility studies, facilitating meetings, supporting the project manager with their day-to-day tasks. For example, reporting, for example, identifying risks, identifying issues, identifying assumptions, identifying dependencies, and also helping to document some of these as well. Another reason why the role of a BA is extremely important is because they perform stakeholder management. So BAs are responsible for ensuring that stakeholders are understood, stakeholders are analyzed, identified, and ultimately just managed accordingly, because the BAs will work with a lot of stakeholders. One of the key functions, or one of the key activities that is prevalent in projects, is stakeholder management, and the BA plays a key role in making sure that stakeholders are identified, making sure that stakeholders are analyzed, and also stakeholders are managed accordingly. So that's it. That's why the role of a business analyst is important. The next lesson will look at what do business analysts actually do. Stay tuned and see you soon.